Hello. I'm the analyst again, and I'm a bit unshaven today because it's been a while and I don't really have much time to talk. But today I'd like to talk about the Chinese silent invasion, at least according to Independent Australia. As you all know, I tend to use trusted sources such as the Independent Australia, The Conversation, ABC News, and The Monthly for my news, along with eFresh Time. And this is a very telling example. The article in question discusses the fact that the Chinese Communist Party has inserted thousands upon thousands of students into Western democracies. These students or these children are chosen from rich Chinese millionaire families who are the elite of their schools. In turn, said children are imported or exported into Western countries and are raised to become the future leaders of Western democracy, in turn using allowing a form of soft power bamboo network where the Chinese government will then influence and control or dominate the Western powers. And this is a very problematic issue. This, uh, so what does the article really discuss about? Well, apparently the author discusses the silent invasion and how um, the Chinese Communist Party has chosen Australia as its testbed. Initially, they're using Australia because of how easily the government imports or like allows the immigration of Chinese people. Now, this is a good thing. I think immigration does benefit the nation as a whole, but only if it's controlled and restricted, as I have stated much before. Unfortunately, this is not happening, and the government has turned a blind eye to this for the past 14 years or so. The author then goes on to discuss that in a certain school where Chinese national students were encouraged or taught, he was given a list of students and he was to provide a report stating which would be the best students for a future democratic leader. He did not submit his report, and 1 month later his contract was cancelled, which I really don't know why this is not a massive issue and why it's not being yelled at by the top of the news network. We have a hostile foreign power who is trying to control our nation states and our way and the way of life. They're trying to take away all our freedom and make us be subservient to another power. Now you can say that the United States does a similar thing, and I will agree with you to a certain extent. But the United States is a democracy, and democracies tend to have more benevolency to their in general, and this is predominantly because of how they function. The Chinese government is an authoritarian dictatorship, and this is terrible. So what can I always try to end my videos with a note of saying what can we do? Well, first and foremost, you can automatically expel all said students and said parents from your countryside or country, which would be an excellent initiative. Secondly, you would also prevent foreign governments from influencing your politicians or your political system for future gain. And thirdly, you will have a very strong screening process for any immigrants who come in. Uh, this I'm not I support multiculturalism, and I don't want to sound racist, but I think I am trying to sound racist. But there has to be a reasoning that serves the basis of our foundation. You cannot have a state within a state.